It is the 1740s, pre-Napoleonic era. But since that Napoleon isn't born yet, we already made a video about the Napoleonic Wars. Now we're doing a very short video about the 7 Years' War and pre-7 Years' War. Let's go look at what happens here in Europe. This is the European theater. You can watch this extremely closely. I'm gonna just change it so you can look at. I think the screen is kind of like glitchy or something, so you can watch. As you can see, Prussia gets Silesia. There's also British intervention, and Prussia also takes Saxony, and the war ends. Basically, this is a 7 Years' War recreation, and it's very short. It only has 10 frames, and it lasts 10 seconds. Now can we look at the American theater? There's no any African theater here. Here's after the 7 Years' War, and here's before. So as you can see it gradually everything go. As you can see, the French is now made a colony now, and there goes the treaty. The French lost the war. The French lost the war, and of course Spain also signed a peace treaty, so they got Louisiana and Florida, also for an exchange. British also landed in Cherbourg, in the French town of Cherbourg and Normandy. And that happened to be pretty good, but then they just got suddenly pushed out of France. Sorry, I'm kind of sick. But that is a very short film about the 7 Years' War. Basically, it lasted from 1756 to 1763. Happens to be one of the most. This happens to be like the First World War. This is in fact one of the major conflicts. About a century before, a century earlier, there was the 30 Years' War, which happened to be a European conflict. And after a few decades, Napoleon will rise up and take over Europe until losing in the Battle of Waterloo and having to be exiled to St. Helena. As well as that, the rest is history. Happy trails.